Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get all notifications from the channel. All those who already have, please confirm it once again. Every year, Pro Wrestling Illustrated releases their coveted award, including Rookie of the Year. In the past, wrestlers like Ric Flair, Goldberg, The Big Show, and Stone Cold Steve Austin have received this award. The following wrestlers also won the award but belong nowhere in the same class as the other winners. Today we present you Top 10 Wrestling Rookies of the Year who never succeeded in WWE. Number 10. Zach Gowen. Zach Gowen, recognized as the first one-legged professional wrestler, was Rookie of the Year in 2003. He faced some of the biggest names in the industry, which included the likes of John Cena, Big Show, and Vince McMahon himself. After a short yet relatively memorable run with the company, he was released in February 2004. Most of the fans would remember Zach Gowen as the guy who received one of the most cringeworthy beatdowns in WWE history at the hands of Brock Lesnar. He had marginal success in independent promotions, and WWE never considered hiring him back. Number 9. Gangrel. Known as Vampire Warrior to his fans, Gangrel won the Rookie Award back in 1993, well before his debut in WWE. He then formed a gothic faction called The Brood with Edge and Christian. While his character was interesting, his wrestling was a bit lackluster. He was quickly overshadowed by Brood members Edge and Christian and was let go from WWE in 2001. He was never a success in WWE despite his several returns. Number 8. Monty Brown. PWI awarded Monty Brown Rookie of the Year in 2004. Monty Brown made his in-ring debut in 2000 and worked for TNA in 2000, 2004, 2005, and 2006. During his first few matches, he showed shades of Goldberg's intensity, and very similar to Goldberg, Monty's in-ring skills were very limited too. After leaving TNA, Brown jumped ship to WWE. He was named Marquise Corvan and competed on the WWE's third brand of the newly restarted ECW. Corvan became a heel and wrestled as part of a faction called the New Breed, who feuded with a bunch of ECW originals. Brown's WWE/ECW career never fully got off the ground, as it was reported that he was taking time off to deal with, quote, personal issues. Monty Brown never returned to the WWE again. It turned out the personal issues Brown was dealing with was the death of his sister. After her death, Brown decided to stay close to home to help raise her children. The WWE released Brown from his contract in 2007, but left an open door for Brown to return. He never did, as he decided to retire from pro wrestling. Number 7. Boogeyman. The Boogeyman, aka Martin Wright, was awarded Rookie of the Year in 2006. He was infamously known for eating worms. He actually ate worms, then had wrestling matches. And when he did wrestle, it was extremely limited and not too compelling in the ring. The scares were fun to watch, but the Boogeyman was missing a lot of elements, and that's why he was quickly released from the WWE. He was with the WWE from 2004 until his release in 2009. He had marginal success in the independent circuit as well. WWE rehired him in 2012, and he has been making sporadic appearances ever since. Apart from his sporadic appearances in WWE, Martin Wright is also working as an aerobics instructor in Denver, Colorado. Number 6. Maven. Maven, aka Maven Huffman, is one of the 2 winners of the inaugural season of Tough Enough on MTV in 2001, and along with the trophy, he won Rookie of the Year. Maven became a huge crowd favorite in the early 2000s when the reality TV world was at its peak. Unfortunately, this 3-time hardcore champion couldn't make big waves in WWE and was released from his contract in 2005. After his release from WWE, he turned into a host for the Home Shopping Channel and also appeared on The Surreal Life and The 70s House. One appearance Maven likely regrets is his 2012 arrest for doctor shopping for prescription drugs. Maven entered rehab sponsored by the WWE and has made appearances on the indie scene. He's reportedly been seen working as a bouncer for a nightclub too, and apparently he feels embarrassed when longtime fans approach him and talk about his Royal Rumble stint where he eliminated the Dead Man. Number 5. David Otunga. After winning notoriety in the world of reality TV on VH1's I Love New York 2, Otunga began making headlines of his own on WWE NXT's inaugural season. As anyone confronted with Otunga's impressive physique can testify, the competitor has more than his fair share of brawn and good looks. But he backs up these natural gifts with intelligence, all powered by a blue-chip Harvard Law School education. This two-time Slammy Award winner won Rookie of the Year in 2010, but for some reason he couldn't connect with the fans as he couldn't succeed both as a singles wrestler or in a tag team. His last match was on July 5, 2015 on a WWE Live SummerSlam Heatwave tour where he lost to R-Truth. Otunga married singer and actress Jennifer Hudson, and he claimed the reason he gave up wrestling was because Hudson gave him an ultimatum 5 years ago to choose between wrestling and his family. After a series of 911 calls and drama in the news, the couple called it quits, with Otunga receiving primary custody of their 8-year-old son, David Otunga Jr. Although he doesn't wrestle anymore for WWE, Otunga works for WWE in operations. Number 4. Curtis Axel. Being the son of a famous WWE legend has a lot of weightage and responsibility for any WWE superstar, and Curtis Axel is no exception. Axel, who won the Rookie of the Year in 2008, had the misfortune of debuting with the bland and boring gimmick of Michael McGillicuddy. He achieved some minor success when paired with Paul Heyman, but he was still seen as being as bland as ever. By the time he showed some charisma and the fans got behind him, it was too late, and he'd already settled into his role as a jobber. Unfortunately, his role in Miztourage hasn't helped him as expected. It's hard to believe that this former Intercontinental Champion will ever see any real success anytime soon. Number 3. Prince Iaukea. A mainstay of WCW in the late 90s, Prince Iaukea, who won Rookie of the Year in 1997, mustered a great deal of success early in his career. A tough grappler of Samoan descent, Iaukea defeated Lord Steven Regal for the WCW television title in 1997. Competing regularly during the exciting first hour of Nitro, Iaukea was recognizable and well-received by WCW fans. It seemed as though the young prince was destined for a great deal of success. Until 1999. Trading in his Samoan royalty for a velvet coat and puffy shirt, Prince Iaukea became the Artist. Although he captured the Cruiserweight Championship twice, the Artist, formerly known as Prince Iaukea, wasn't anything more than a knockoff of the R&B star. Although he was a gifted athlete with a black belt in judo, few remember WCW's Prince for his in-ring abilities. Number 2. 911. Guys, out of all the wrestlers that debuted in 1994, the PWI decided to select an ECW wrestler by the name of 911. 911, whose real name is Alfred Poling, achieved his greatest national exposure in ECW in the mid-1990s. He debuted in ECW as a handler to Sabu. Later, his gimmick was as an enforcer of the Extreme Attitude. He was named 911 and joined Paul Heyman's Dangerous Alliance stable with Sabu and Tasmaniac. As part of his monstrous persona, he would frequently chokeslam other wrestlers without any reason. This would go on for several years until Spike Dudley easily defeated him in a match, and he was released by the company. Number 1. Alex Wright. Alex Wright won Rookie of the Year in 1995. He was overflowing with potential and had a long winning streak before Goldberg used his own streak to get ahead, and Wright was looking like the next breakout star for many months. His ladies' man gimmick helped him get over, but eventually he was buried under a pile of uninteresting characters who were featured heavier than he was. Once the dancing gimmick was dropped, he reappeared later in a long trench coat with a whole new attitude, wrestling under the name Berlin. He was paired with The Wall for a short time, but his push was derailed after Columbine High School was attacked by kids wearing long coats similar to what Wright was wearing. WCW did not want anyone to draw parallels between the character and the tragic events in Colorado, so he was delayed in his debut as the new character. When he finally arrived, he was given less than a decent push. Wright was not picked up by WWE during the WCW buyout because he was under contract to Time Warner, not WCW, and therefore was unable to make the jump. Since then, Wright has semi-retired from the ring. His two bad gimmicks, combined with the highly egotistical climate of WCW back in the day, made it impossible for him to get over, despite being a very talented worker. Well guys, that's our list. Can you think of any other PWI Rookies of the Year that failed to succeed in WWE? If so, drop us a comment below and let us know. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, Top 15 Recent WWE Plans You Probably Didn't Know Were Scrapped by WWE. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please just hit that subscribe button so you get more content just like this one. Hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And as always, thanks for watching.